It's a joke. Impeachment for that? When you have a wonderful meeting or you have a wonderful phone conversation?
So let's return to this top story tonight. A dizzying day in Washington. The allegation that Donald Trump pressured Ukraine's president to investigate his political rival, Joe Biden. Well, today, a summary of the phone call at the center of it was released. Democrats say it proves their point. Trump says there's nothing to prove because there was no pressure. So that leaves the Republicans to defend him. But will they all toe the party line? And if so, for how long? Mike Murphy is a Republican consultant who's worked for many GOP politicians, including Mitt Romney, John McCain. So, Mike, yesterday you wrote in the Washington Post that you were in favor of impeachment. That was even before any record of the conversation came out between the president and the Ukrainian president. It's out now. So now what's your thought?
Well, I think things have gotten worse for the president. He implied that the White House notes of the call would exonerate him. Instead, we see him leaning on the Ukrainians to do political favors for him, which is a huge violation of his oath of office, hence the stampede closer to impeachment today.
But help us understand something here, because, you know, from afar, we've heard the Americans talk about the Russia investigation, and Democrats hint at impeachment for almost years now. What is so different about this situation that in a matter of a week, they've gone to this?
Well, this narrative is so much simpler. The Mueller stuff was a complicated web of Trump henchmen getting into trouble. This is really clean. President on the phone leaning on a foreign leader trying to extract political help and interference in our elections, putting the national interest way below his own. And that clearly violates the oath of office, and the president is right in the center of it. The whistleblower complaint that's now at our intelligence committees may even provide more damaging material.
Speaking of damaging, though, to what degree is this actually an advantage for Trump and damaging for the Democrats?
Well, there's one scenario, I don't necessarily believe it, but some people think if Trump can survive a Senate vote, if there is impeachment in the House, it goes to the Senate for a trial, 2/3 needed to impeach him, and he survives, he can say he's exonerated. I think the stain will be on him, and Republican politicians will start making a very tough calculation about whether or not Trump or Pence at the top of the ticket may be better for him next year.
Okay, but you are a Republican. You know, you are for impeachment. And when you talk about the Republican-controlled Senate, what is the likelihood that they would actually break away and vote for impeachment?
Well, one, I'm hoping they do the right thing should the facts present as bad of a situation for Trump's actions as I believe they've begun to do. And second, they have to make a tough political calculation. They want to very badly damage Donald Trump at the top of the ticket and start losing Republican seats in swing areas like Colorado, Arizona, and Maine.
Do you have any evidence that they would do that? Any suggestion that they would actually do that?
Well, I talked to one Republican senator who told me if it was a secret vote, and where their votes were not recorded, that senator thought at least 24 or more Republican senators would vote to dump Trump, so to speak.
Not a secret ballot. But anyway, Mike Murphy, thank you very, very much. We appreciate that.
Thank you.